Welcome everyone to Side Draft and welcome to another episode of Fan Reaction. I believe this is the first one of 2021.
Yes, it is.
I asked a couple of fan reaction questions throughout the season. This is the first time we had enough responses to make a full video about it. So
thank you for responding.
Thank you for responding, everybody. So I went on Twitter and asked if NASCAR could only race at one race, or they could only race at one track all season, which track would you choose?
Wow.
So that means all 36 races, 38 if you include the Clash and the All-Star race. If it was just one track over and over and over, which one would you not get tired of seeing?
I don't know. I mean, we heard from Bill Grayson on his interview on race day. He said he want to race at Homestead every day.
Yeah, that's kind of what inspired me to ask everybody this question. Is Noah saying he'd like to just race at Homestead? So
I believe he could do it too. I mean, he's a pretty dominating force there. So yeah, it's a big question there. Would you ever get tired of seeing the same race?
I'm pretty sure any racetrack would get pretty boring if we kept doing it and the same guy kept winning. But Kevin says he'd like to see Talladega.
Talladega. Yeah, because there could be any kind of winners all the time. Crash a lot of cars.
It'd be the most expensive one track all season. Everybody'd be crashing cars. It'd probably get pretty tame.
You know, which Talladega really is. You don't really have to live and do like you do it at Daytona. And I mean, they had a race one year. They had no cautions.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's pretty crazy.
So I think if we went a full season of just Talladega, eventually teams would catch on to something and eventually turn into.
I mean, really,
domination.
anybody can win at them. Really,
Yeah.
You know, you just got to be lucky and get there towards the end. So it'd be a good race.
Then Daryl says, also Talladega.
Talladega. So we're on agreeing on Talladega.
So Talladega's got 2 votes so far.
Yeah.
And then Victor Santiago Jr. says Pocono Raceway. So Pocono does the double header.
Yeah. So it's sort of like that because it's like you got to race one day and race again the next day. So.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how it was during the COVID shutdown and everything had to rush in. So.
And we didn't have the same winners really.
Yeah, it was Harvick and Hamlin winning at Pocono. So, but they both dominated both races. So. I think Pocono would be an interesting one. I'm not sure if it'd be a fan favorite per se, but
maybe they went there every time, and the ones that struggle there can maybe catch on something and get better.
Maybe they could implement a road course at Pocono and switch it up some.
Possibility.
So that was 1 vote for Pocono, 2 votes for Talladega so far. Then Anthony says Monster Mile or Dover. I think Miles the Monster would love that.
Yeah.
He would absolutely. He'd never get hungry again.
Yeah.
You know, now he's got to wait a couple months every time before he gets to eat. He'd get to eat every week.
Yeah. They just reinforce that right side of the car.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But next up, we got Robert who says Richmond Raceway, which we go to Richmond next week.
Yeah, we get ready to go to Richmond. I mean, some people like Richmond and some people don't. So
I'm not necessarily a fan of Richmond. I wouldn't like to see it every week, and it has its moments.
I like Richmond's better in the night.
Yeah.
Than the daytime.
But
you could alternate week to week, day, night.
Yeah.
So.
Not sure if they could do a road course there. I don't believe so. Yeah, Richmond is nice at night, but in daytime, which I believe this Sunday is a day race. Unfortunately, I don't know why.
Sorry, I like the night races.
I like the night. I think Richmond looks beautiful in the night.
Definitely so.
The walls stand out. The cars look nice, and I'd rather see it at night.
Yeah, every time I always played like the NASCAR games, NASCAR Heat or whatever, I always liked playing in the night at Richmond. So I just enjoyed the race at night at Richmond.
Yeah, NASCAR Thunder 2003 was fun to play at Richmond at night.
At night.
At night. Then this one, I really was interested in this response. This is from Zombie Bill France. I didn't know Bill France was a zombie.
Hadn't heard from him in a while. He's been turning a zombie on us.
Oh man, but he says Laguna Seca, so Bill France is coming back to tell us to go to Laguna Seca.
Let's go to Laguna Seca. Wow, that'd be a wild race.
I would absolutely love this. So thank you, Bill France, for this message from beyond.
Thanks for coming out of your zombiness.
Thanks, man. I hope NASCAR can somehow see this and say, you know what, Zombie Bill France, let's go race at Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even second guess, like, why is Zombie Bill France commenting? Alright, so, yeah, thanks again, Zombie Bill. Then this one is from Eric, another one for Talladega.
Yeah, I think Talladega would be a good race to go to. Oh, we didn't cover that, right?
Yeah, there's not much else to say. We done said, yeah, Talladega would be awesome.
Well, you know, I would agree with Talladega. One comment I didn't really say, they'd actually comment about side draft a lot of times. So yes, I agree with Talladega too.
Yeah, our keywords would go up. That'd skyrocket because they'd talk about side drafting all the time. So thanks, Eric, for the comment. And the next one is from Blake, who says, Dega, baby, Dega! Talladega is the clear winner. If
everybody wants to go to Dega.
If there was like some serious budget cuts and NASCAR can only go to one track for whatever reason, keep all the teams in that area for good.
Oh, wait a minute. Just to seeing, I think Eric Church voted for Talladega too.
Yeah, he made a song about it. He wanted to see it like every week so much he made a song about it. And then our last comment here is from Jeffrey, who says, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Another interesting one.
Wow.
I mean, New Hampshire does have some really intense racing sometimes. Past 2 seasons had some really great racing there. Especially last year between Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski. That was an insane battle. Imagine if we got that all season long. I'm surprised nobody said Martinsville or Bristol or even like Charlotte Roval, Watkins Glen, no Sonoma, no. I mean, it seemed like most of the fan favorites. Daytona didn't get a single vote.
Daytona, I mean, everybody went Talladega.
Everybody said Talladega. So maybe if we had 2 tracks a year, it'd be Dega, Talladega, or Dega, Daytona. Wow, messed that up.
Yeah, that'd be really bad. I would say Charlotte.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, you got the Roval, then you go to Oval. The Roval and the Oval.
And then maybe they could run their dirt course for their short track. One week we might run the drag strip or something and have NASCAR drag racing. Can we do that for an all-star race? I mean, that'd be...
Here's an idea. I mean, I think they ought to take the trucks to do the dirt track at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Can they do that?
Let's get into some dirt tracks.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Bristol, they put dirt on the track. Why not go to a dirt track like Charlotte?
So
I don't think there's enough stands there for.
They'd probably have to do some
race.
renovations, but you know, that's an idea. Maybe they could implement some of that.
I'm sure Tony Stewart to help them out.
Yeah, I think the Roval or Charlotte would be good because they could just switch from a whole bunch of different scenarios. They can run like the Legends road course sometimes, maybe for trucks.
Man, that'd be a mess.
It'd be a mess. But maybe they can do like some super truck stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'm surprised they do Daytona because they can do the same thing, you know, or Indy. You know, they can do
Yeah.
the road course there and the oval. So.
But I'm curious if anyone didn't get their comment read or you know, didn't get one sent in time. You can comment below what yours would be. Personally, I would like to see them just do Bristol. I mean, they could do dirt one half of the season and then take a few weeks off to get all the dirt out and run the normal concrete. Some ideas, people. Some ideas.
Yeah,
I mean, Bristol and Martinsville. If they just swap from between those two, I'd be happy.
yeah. I don't know if everybody just get tired of just one track.
Yeah. But you know, if we could only have one, most people would say Talladega.
Talladega.
So, another fan reaction question for you: if you could design your own schedule, what would it be like?
What would your schedule be?
Yeah, that's you wouldn't have to go into too much detail if you don't want to.
Talladega.
Oh.
Talladega.
So you can add whatever track you want to be. You can add fantasy tracks. You know, design your own racetrack to put in. You know, whatever idea that you would have for the perfect NASCAR schedule. Comment below.
Yeah, some local short tracks.
And it could even be some impossible scenarios. Mario Kart Rainbow Road. You know.
I'd throw Wilkesboro in there.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be possible. Just give us your craziest schedule that you can think of that would just be insane.
Yep.
But thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time on Side Draft, and send in those questions so we can do another fan reaction. These are fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Stay in the draft.